Alright, we're back in the park again. Here we are with the... She called him a Menmai. I was calling him a Menme. I don't know if I'm ever going to amend that or not. Anyways, we're a little over 3 stars. 3-1. And... making pretty good money there. Let's go look at what we've got set up for our next attempt. I put in this innovation center that was over here. I've tore it down and rebuilt a new one. Here's all this, so let's turn it on. Well, I suppose we don't have to yet. What we need to do is get the dinosaurs in there, and then we can turn it on. They're not here. Alright, there's 5 of them in there, and we'll take those to begin with.
Collecting asset.
Let's just turn the park up so these things will move along. I'll go ahead and turn these on.
Asset in transit.
And as the Corythosauruses make their way over here, something will get injured, and we'll have that to deal with. Moved everything around. Alright, so there they are. These aren't really important, but I mean, since you can't upgrade anything, they're sort of in the way.
Transportation complete.
This dinosaur, the Corythosaurus,
Star-Lord.
is a duck-billed animal that looks like it's wearing a helmet. I mean, check that thing out. I wouldn't want to butt heads with it.
Asset delivery confirmed.
That's a great pattern they've got. Huh. Population, area, but how are they on... They haven't seen any of it.
Asset transported.
Turn that back up and see we've actually got quite a few of them to go in there. We just keep moving them over there, and the people should be coming in. Now, one thing I did do is put in a second monorail. I've kind of changed the system around a little bit here. Still saving this area maybe just for facilities. I keep kind of considering, is there any way I could take out most of this stuff and put something over here, a pin, and utilize like this space. But so far we're doing well enough that we don't have to do anything too ridiculous yet. The last park I had those little homalocephalae and the coelophysis off in the tiny little squeezed in pins. It was something else. Low health. Chasmosaurus. This thing's darted and needs to go somewhere.
Picking up asset. Asset delivery confirmed.
These little guys fight all the time. Is he the one that's hurt bad? No. What's got low health? Right there. Well, while things continue to move... This one empty. Alright, I'm going to shut this back off. I only have them on, really, if I'm using them.
Transit has commenced.
Try to keep that power usage down. And...
En route to collect the asset.
let's see, about amenities over here. Now, we've got mediums, and I don't know how it's going to be to fill them yet. But I'm planning a pin right behind them as well. There to the north of the... right over that way.
Commencing asset transit.
Can't really do this until you've got people coming over here. And I had really wanted to put in an attraction over here because they seem to help quite a bit, but...
Transportation complete.
how much room we really have is still up in the air. And
Transporting asset.
a few more of those to go. Let's see about putting in a fence here. Or maybe... but these things are enormous. That's kind of the problem. I don't know if that wasn't there, the path, but what we could also do is put it here, put a sidewalk out in between. Because what I'm thinking is some kind of ankylosaur or something. In just maybe not as many of them in a small pen back there. Some of those animals don't take very big pins at all. Try to put this as tight against this as possible. That is not going to work. I'm telling you, I'll never know where everything is. Look, this fits just barely.
Asset has been delivered.
It did fit, and now I can't find it. There we go. I don't know what we put down. We'll have to change it as well, but now we can get out the back of it and build a pen back here and let it go back in here and maybe make a hub over here to service it. Or to, you know, allow people to get to it. We're still working on moving Carthosauruses over there. Trying to bring those stars up.
Heading to collect the asset.
I don't know how many I'd like to have, as I'm really brought up the Werosaurus population. How many we've got? 26 of them. But I don't know how they would be for cohabitation now, because there are a lot of them. They take up a lot of their pin. They've got a big pin and they fill it. So we could just make a big herd of Carthosauruses. And we've got another injured dinosaur over here.
Asset has been transported.
This animal's ready to go back home. And I don't know what became of the Chasmosaurus that...
To pick up the asset.
occupied.
Transporting.
You just got to pick yourself a place out to have kind of one of these little hubs full of what you need to run the park. Somebody's sick. Minmi. Add task to this. And that one's been darted, so... Oh, we do have one here. I haven't moved it out yet.
En route to pick up the asset.
How are these things? I mean, they're paying money, so these people must be over here checking out the Carthosauruses. They are good on area. Ground fiber. It doesn't even see half the pin. Plenty of area. Man, it would be cool to be up here just checking this pin out. Are they chasing the Jeep down there? Get out of our territory. Those expedition Jeeps look about what you'd want to be in. Alright, so the Corythosauruses are in, and all this stuff's going
The
on.
veterinary team's diagnosis is that this dinosaur is bleeding internally. We take action now, or the animal dies.
Delivery has been completed.
He's awful heavy about that. Well, we'll take action.
Asset transported.
Now, I really think that we could either put more dinosaurs in here,
Commencing asset transit. Delivery has been completed.
and they just have ground fiber in there. And here's our choices. So we've got Chunkingosaurus, we've got Giganospino, and they're good with hadrosaurs. I don't know what do they eat? Ground leaf. These things are ground fruit, and they get along with hadrosaurs as well. So let's consider appeal then. 71 versus 92. I'm gonna have to go with those. We don't have anybody. They're all healing animals all over the park. Ridiculous. 3.3 for our new pin? That's not too much.
Asset transportation complete. Asset has been transported.
3.4. And the Minmine's got something wrong with him still. Or they haven't made it yet. Well, they're about to turn around and go home. This really eats up the scientist's time.
Asset collection request received.
Here comes the storm. Here we've got disease in the park again. Every time you turn it up,
Transportation.
it goes off.
Ranger assistance is urgently required.
Is something broken already? What is this, a gate?
Underway.
Alright, well, let's keep this thing going. Now what broke? Restroom. Where's... I don't see what in the electric broke. For some reason, we don't have power down to here because of that thing. What is this? Med Jeep. That can't do anything.
This dinosaur's wounds appear to be superficial. Still, best to be sure.
No, that's good
Let's
to
get
hear.
this animal the compassionate care and treatment it deserves.
Damn. We can't send any of these because the electric's out to them. So we'll have to do it ourselves. Okay, that one's got a broken bone. I'm driving over there like I could fix that. Why are they even out? I don't know what all there is to fix out here. Now, these guys I can't directly control either. But what is broken? A 1.9 and nothing. We've got disease all over the park. This is a pain. Alright, so the storm's over. I don't really want to let anybody out yet. The electric problem is ongoing, I think. Or was. That thing? Is that the cause of the problem? Alright, and we can send somebody else down that way. What a headache these storms can be. What's the problem? Oh, he's got something that is untreatable. That one can be treated, though. Anybody else through here needs it. What do they have? Same thing. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to learn what that is, because they've all got it. Huh. Well, everything should be on its way back to normal, other than that we've still got the shelters closed. Or open, whatever it is. We've got 5 injured dinosaurs around the park in different places. Some that are done being injured. That's 1. Sick, sick, sick. Hurt, but okay. Huh. Wonder where the 5 of them are. We took a big hit to the rating there. Well, screw it. While we're waiting on it, let's go check out these, what the scientists are up to. See if we can't put our Giganospinos to work on the synthesizing. And then what's the problem? Socially, they don't get along with other animals too good. I'll reduce the needs. Alright, so I don't think I saved that at all, did I? Alright. And those sick ones and everything else, I don't know where the injuries are. None of them are injured, just the ones that are in things getting down to 4. No one is injured. He says he's all right. Plenty of area. Good on population. Good on ground fiber. And I mean, we've got a lot of open ground. We could put something else in here. I think the these Giganospinos will be cool. Man, we can't let them out with antisocial traits at all. Rest the scientist here in a minute. We'll take a few at a time, whatever we've got to do. Back to 3.0 already. We were nearly at 3.5. Sick dinosaurs aren't going to help our cause, though. These things have been dying of old age.
Picking up asset.
They really are a pretty nice color for this desert. Alright, we've got one Giganospino done. We only need a few more.
Asset has been collected.
Somebody sick? Somebody fighting? These things fighting. So somebody died. But who? Oh no. Just an injury? I wish they would consider them out of your park as soon as they pick them up off the ground. Maybe that's too much to ask. This one broke his tooth. Low health again. Is it these animals with low health then? They seem to be going and eating and taking care of themselves, so. 3.3. I really think if we could get the Giganospinos out there, and we need to see what they need to eat again and go put that in the pen. Ground leaf. There's ground fiber already in there. Man, putting any of this vegetation in is just ridiculous what it costs. Watch this. You know, a couple million pretty quickly. Quite content. And let's go check what actually came about here. 3 of them this time, or 2 of them. 3 eggs altogether now. We'll airlift them out of here in just a minute, but keep making them for a while, or at least make, you know, get maybe half a dozen of them out into the park. Busy. Not enough. 3.3. They're enormous. I really just like to watch them walk around. I've been around and used to work around a lot of really big animals, and those things are incredible. I mean, I spend a lot of time around camels and stuff like that, and camels are humongous. They wouldn't have anything on those Corythosauruses. We've got one here, a few more incubating. We can turn this up for a minute. We just had all the disaster we could stand. 3.4. These things aren't too terribly quick to get out of the incubator, but I'll do what we can on them. Look at the goats run around. Yeah, I got more goats in here than I do Dilophosauruses. But I have a lot of Dilophosauruses in here, and I've never had a single one of them starve to death, so that's not too bad. These things are done, same as 3.5. That's, I mean, of course, what we were looking for. And we can go research something if we don't want to let our scientists take care of these. I don't need any carnivores right now. They just cost so much to reproduce. Injury on someone.
En route to collect the asset.
Who's injured? None of them in my... That.
Transportation underway.
Minor fracture. I wish it'd come up as the Band-Aid thing up there instead of just somebody's hurt, they're dying.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
And let's see if these are synthesized. Sure. 3 more. That's exactly what we wanted. Just keep this running it wide open for a minute and try to get the Giganospinos over there.
The Gigantspinosaurus you have here doesn't quite live up to its name. Don't get me wrong, it's big, but manageable. Just watch out for those shoulder blades. They'd ruin anyone's day.
Gigantspino. No O in it, huh? Gigantspino. That's strange.
This animal has organ damage that will prove fatal unless we act now.
Well, we want to act on that, but organ damage? These damn Dilophosaurus won't stop fighting for 1 minute.
Delivery complete.
Might as well get Draco Rex in the park if I want to deal with that. Alright, so these things are... ready to go in
Heading to collect
and...
the asset.
Let's turn that back up while they fly over there. And while that goes on, I think we're going to look at what we have for other dinosaurs that can go into the place in the middle. Though I'm not going to do that right now. Here we've got these Chunkingasauruses, and they might be perfect for it. Area need is low. They're all right with just one of them, so you don't have to have too many of them. I think they would work perfectly in just a little pin right here. We'll let them bring these things over and watch them. And that'll have to be good enough. We've made the 3.5, but we're at 3.3 right now. Where is one of our little gigant spinos?
Asset has been delivered.
That's a really cool pattern down the middle of his back. I don't know how far up I'm going to have to go into the dinosaurs. I'd rather just have a bunch of big pens full of these easy to handle dinosaurs and easy to produce than have to get a bunch of super expensive carnivores. And he's got cool little thagomizers. He's got his big spikes. Uh-oh. There can be only one. Oh no, they're old friends. But they have brains about the size of a marble, so it takes a while to figure that out. 3.4, just bouncing back and forth. And I think if we had that little pin of Chunkingosauruses right here, I mean, the only thing is you've got to put in all the amenity and attraction stuff too. Well, I mean why did I put a gate in? Let's get the fence out instead. Let's try to run this pin right up and over here. Plenty of size to it, I think. We can probably fix that little part there, but they're about all in the park. There's no power over there to it at all. I think this is going to be the next little project, is trying to get these things in here. And maybe a gate on there somehow. But I think the 3.5 we're going to have to be satisfied with. And figure that's where the Chunkingosauruses are going to go to kind of shore up those numbers. And then maybe over here we can start considering a pin for like the Amargosauruses or something like that. But I'll put you on the Corythosauruses. Here they are. Enjoy that 3.5 and them walking around, and thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in another one. And hopefully we can get this moving on up to the 3.5 easily. Alright, take it easy. I'll see you later.
On the back of the Corythosaurus skull functions as an incredible resonating chamber, amplifying their marvelous calls and allowing them to communicate across great distances.